Hey there everyone, and welcome to Ant's Reptile Colony, and in today's episode of Animal Profile, we will be looking at a snake whose performance could potentially win an Oscar, at least in the snake world. So stay tuned to find out who it is and why. And if you haven't guessed it already, this animal is none other than the Rinkhals. First things first, even though Rinkhals look a lot like cobras, especially since they're also able to put up their hood, they are in fact not cobras at all. They are from a completely different genus. Cobras are from the genus Naja, while as Rinkhals come from the genus Hemicatus. Other differences between the two include that cobras have much smoother scales, often tending to look a lot more shiny, whereas Rinkhals have keeled scales and often a lot more dull. The keeled part of the scale is literally just a ridge that goes over the scale, giving it a much rougher look and definitely a much rougher feel to the animal. All cobras lay eggs, whereas Rinkhals give birth to live young. As a whole, Rinkhals also tend to be a lot darker in color, with white bands along the throat, or the entire body could be banded light and dark, of course with the throat still having those white bands on it. This all depends on their locality. And speaking of locality, this snake can be found in quite a large portion of the country. In fact, it ranges all the way from the southern and eastern coasts inland. Their venom is largely cytotoxic, but does contain some neurotoxins as well, and is of great medical importance. If you happen to get bitten by a Rinkhals, go seek medical attention straight away. But bites from the Rinkhals are rare, because they have quite a few other tricks up their sleeve to defend themselves. At least that's if they had sleeves, but you know what I mean. The point I'm trying to make is that Rinkhals are one of the spitting species of snake. They rear up, spreading their hood, and lunge forward, hissing loudly, all the while spitting venom at you. They are unable to spit their venom from a flat horizontal position, but unlike the cobras, which are able to do that, Rinkhals can however still spit their venom at you if they are on a tongs or a hook stick while handling. So be sure to always wear the proper safety equipment. They are able to spit their venom at would-be threats a whopping 2.5 meters away. And although the venom doesn't come out in little spirals like the cobras and more, it comes out more like a spray, they are still really good at aiming for your eyes. But should you ignore the constant hissing and venom shower and still proceed to approach the snake, they're likely to do something that you might not have expected, and that is that they are going to play dead, also known as thanatosis. You'll see the snake will curl up and distort its body, as well as leaning a bit upside down, making sure that its mouth is wide open, and just for extra effect and that extra little bit of effort, they also might stick their tongue out, making it look rather lifeless and unappetizing to any predator. And if that isn't worthy of a snake getting nominated or even receiving an Oscar, I don't know what is. So if you see a dead Rinkhals, please don't go picking it up. It might just be rehearsing for its next big gig. In fact, don't go pick up any dead snake at all, just to be on the safe side. But with all that being said, biting is often the last resort of the snake. First option being to flee and hide away from any potential threat, followed by the spitting, followed by the feigning death, and only then will the snake bite you, or at least attempt to bite you. But if you happen to get bitten by Rinkhals or get venom in their eyes, because I mean accidents do happen, check out this video over here where I go through what you need to do. But with all this talk about feigning death and winning Oscars and things like that, I've completely forgotten to tell you what a Rinkhals actually eats. And it has a very broad diet, ranging from birds, eggs, small reptiles, including other snakes. But their favorite and most preferred prey are in fact frogs and toads, which is why Rinkhals are often found near water bodies or in wetlands across its distribution range, because that is where the food is. Where there's food, there will be predators. Speaking of preferred food items, I don't see any of my preferred food items anyway, which means it's time for me to say thank you for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, found it informative, hit the like button down below. It really costs you nothing, and it lets YouTube push the content to more people who may be interested. And while you're down there, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the new content. And if you want to learn more, feel free to click one of these videos here on screen, as these are the ones that YouTube and I think you will enjoy best. But until then, remember, it's never too late to learn, and I'll catch you in the next one.